I'd like to invite to speak and yield time to Congressman Veasey from Texas.
Would like to thank the distinguished gentleman from Los Angeles, California, for hosting this special hour on a very important topic, and that's immigration reform. Recently, I previewed a screening of The Dream Is Now in Fort Worth, and Representative Castor also came to Fort Worth to join me on that. And I can assure you that the hundreds of constituents who attended the event represent a microcosm of undocumented immigrants in the U.S. who need us to act now on comprehensive immigration reform. The dream for 11 million people to come out of the shadows and contribute economically to the only country they have ever known rests in the hands of the United States House of Representatives. Immigrants contribute to our economy as workers, as future entrepreneurs, as consumers, as taxpayers. Latinos account for increasing shares of the economy and electorate in Texas. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Texas, almost 450,000 Latino-owned businesses had sales receipts of nearly $62 billion and employed over 395,000 people in 2007, the last year which the data is available. Additionally, over 61,000 foreign students in Texas contributed $1.4 billion to the economy in tuition fees and living expenses in the 2011 and 12 academic year. These monumental numbers cannot be ignored. In Dallas alone, immigrants accounted for 16% of the economic output of 2007, according to the Fiscal Policy Institute. If all undocumented immigrants were removed from the state of Texas, our state, the Lone Star State, would lose $693 billion in economic activity, $30 billion in gross state product, and approximately 430,000 jobs, according to a report by the Perryman Group. The Perryman Group is ran by Ray Perryman out of Waco, Texas, who has worked very closely with Rick Perry, who is really the face of the Republican Party in Texas. It's time to highlight the economic benefits of immigration reform and to further encourage those on the right to support comprehensive immigration reform moving through the House. In a time of economic hardship, it's hard to imagine that my colleagues on both sides of the aisle would be against expanding our economy, investing in American manufacturers, and strengthening American workers. I want to thank the gentleman for allowing me to speak on this very important issue, and let's not make these families and our economy wait any longer. The time for comprehensive immigration reform is now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.